Hi there, Sagittarius. Welcome. This is your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. I want to say, first of all, thank you for your patience with this reading. We've been sort of recording sparsely the different themes that we're working with in terms of the downloads. So we've had a lot of members' reads, but we've also been working towards the Novembers, surely enough. Thank you again for your patience. So let's jump into it, Sagittarius. I was meditating on your energy. Okay, and yes, here we go. Is how I hear it. You have a lot of people on you. Like, there's a lot of energy around you right now. There's a lot that is sort of like of influence that people would say, you know, in sort of focusing on you, they would think, well, yeah, it has to do with Sagittarius over there. That happening over there has to do with Sagittarius over there. So some of you here, you're very influential around this time. You'll find that, and it is your solar season, so it's not a huge surprise. But there's something that is also working. I'm hearing it like this, and there's a lot of attention on you when it comes to whatever that is. So maybe it is that, for instance, your industry, okay, is sort of taking a turn, and someone is sort of like wanting to pay closer attention to you in relation to whatever that shift or that changes. But I'm also getting here, Sagittarius, that, you know, aside from this influence that you have, that is also growing, I'll say, in a very particular way. And it's not something that, it's almost like there's this sort of genius around, this quality of genius around your work at this time. I'm seeing the Fool there, and I was just thinking of that Aquarius read we had done. It was the eclipse read, where we were saying that you're the new starseed genius. But anyways, Sagittarius, to get back to you here, I feel like, you know, there are a lot of people who want to sort of participate even, willingly and maybe unwillingly, as they'll say it. Okay, I feel you have a lot of people trying to sort of edge into your story. For some of you, this will be people who want to sort of just kind of be relevant, okay? You'll have a lot of people who kind of want to give, an opinion, which is possibly unsolicited as well. We have the Two of Cups, Seven of Cups, Two of Wands, Six of Cups, Lovers, Nine of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Aries. You could be a Gemini is what I hear for some. And we are seeing some Virgo, and I'm hearing Taurus. But yeah, that was just wanting to come through right there. Something here is also, I'm hearing, not going to work in relation to however that space is. I feel like there is someone, though, who is going to try and shoot their shot with you. So we have the Mother of Cups. Your intuition is the seat of this change, of this sort of fervent new beginning, and you are at the precipice of where it will not lead, where others may be able to understand your influence in relation to it. Okay, any longer like something is changing, it's totally just changing for the better, I'll say. For the better, but maybe for the so-called worse when it comes to, it's always interpretive. Other industries is what I'm hearing, and so there are people who are going to try and fight this wave. They are, and they're first going to try to side with you, and if you don't take on their craft, I hear it like that, I'm hearing under your name, okay, it's almost like let's clear it in the sacral chakra, root chakra. Let's clear in the root chakra right there. Someone here, will try to sort of speak out against you. So I do see a lot of politics here. It's is a bit sticky. But anyways, the Three of Wands in reverse and the Mother of Cups upright, the Death card upright. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. I feel that is your energy here, Sagittarius. You could have a lot of Scorpio in your chart. Maybe I'm hearing Pierre. I'm hearing the name Pierre. Maybe there's something about Ireland here coming through. But the Four of Cups here and the Death card with the Mother of Cups. The Empress. This is about, the Father Cups. Like, this is about your potential. Now, I was also getting, as I was working with your energy off camera, before I turned the camera on, that you are going to step into this sort of perfection energy, where you feel like you have arrived, okay? And that's for you to feel. The Magician right there. Wow, and that is your own card in the Major Arcana. I feel people are realizing that, and they're sort of trying to sort of step on your conversation, which is really like, up, right? It's not cool. It's not a cool thing to do. Like when you're seeing someone, for instance, is just in their glory moment, there are certain things that are inappropriate, right? To say, to do, to sit around in the way that you do. Like some of you, you are very tempted to have a confrontation with someone is what I'm getting. But I feel like you are also realizing just because someone else is shitty doesn't mean that I have to shit on my own parade. Okay, so the Sun, and they are trying to do that. You have to be aware, Sagittarius, that these frequencies are seeking to override that happy pleasure, that you're in. And so it's inevitable is what I got. Okay, that's part of the trigger your trade. And it's because you are also strong enough to be able to handle that kind of so-called scrutiny. It's really not a conversation, but I feel like someone here is trying to sort of, it's like clout chasing. I see someone trying to sort of, talk even about you. It's like, okay, it's a difference between talking about what I'm doing and being me, right? So some of you here, people can have their opinion, but they'll never be you, and they can never tell you who you are to you, right? So they can have an opinion, like, okay, that is maybe even without cause, like, right, we'll say, okay, you're just trying to say something here now, you're trying to get hits on your social media page or here like that. That's something different from actually being the person themselves and being able to say in their shoes that this is who they are. So someone here is maybe trying to accuse you of something, right? A lot of assumptions is what I get here. But anyways, let's get further. The Emperor and the other ones, yeah. So some of you here, this is also about good karma coming your way. And you do have a very strong ally here with the High Priestess, Father and Queen of Swords, and the Two of Swords. You have something that is honestly your genius. And I see a lot of people trying to figure you out. We have the Fool, the Ace of Cups, like, how did you do that? You are probably hitting balls out of the parks where, you know, we've had a prescribed sort of superpower, okay, maybe even person in that position, you know, for years. You're the first person to come through and sort of change that, to sort of wreck their mind on that algorithm. You are the disrupting factor. I see that. For many of you here, you're going to be looked at as sort of, some of you, people would love to call you crazy, but I mean, it just doesn't end there, and they know that, but they'll try, and then they'll say, you know, on the other end, oh, well, she's not crazy, she's, you know, this is a different adjective, you know, they're trying to be relevant, ultimately, right? So someone who lives their life trying to also define somebody else's purpose in their own life, I mean, says something about your character, right? The Key. Yeah, I almost get like paparazzi energy, like trying to make you look some sort of way so they could just film it. It's like, do they really believe those things they're saying? And, you know, they're trying to trigger you. So anyways, yeah, some of you here, it's also from the end of, you know, if you've been dealing with that, what I'm now seeing, if you're not really sort of handling that triggering nonsense, okay, one-on-one anymore, let's say you offhanded your emails, you offhanded your social media, you're not in charge of that anymore, you're not texting back to clients, customers, whatever, yada, yada. You are probably in this space now where whoever could have access to you does not have access to you anymore. And now that is a different discussion. Like, that is going to be also its own, okay, situation in its own way. And you'll have different ways of handling that. But when the time should come is how I hear it. But for now, yeah, you're in this really nice place. And you're feeling very protected is what I'm seeing in this new way of life. Like, you've realized me making these changes has been really good for me, has really let me sort of settle into who it is that I've become for myself. And I've sort of closed the doors on people who don't have an opinion that will really allow me to return it to sender, will really invite me into my own conversation once again. Like, there are people who are frenemies, and they are honestly people who, yeah, cannot be that very thing. They cannot be honest, you know, and they'll try to figure themselves into your life knowing that they cannot be honest with you. It could be a love interest. It could be, you know, tons of people here you'll meet when you're ascending who want to sort of see what you're doing, but it doesn't mean they're there for the long haul, right? So there's something here about having discretion when it comes to who your real, true ride or dies are. Who is it really that is like, yeah, I mean, and you can say like, this person is there, but do I see them there at the end of that tunnel? Do I see them as the light, or do I see them trying to actually pull me? And that's a very personal discussion, a fine-tuned discussion. My nose is itching right there. You know, it's something that's personal to you, and you don't have to explain why someone is not of the light in your eyes, right? So that's your personal discussion. Was that person really there for you? You know what that's about. So someone here is, though, maybe trying to sort of even talk back on that. There's no discussion, right? So you're entitled to your opinion, and that's what we're here for, right? We're here to speak out as well about what we've had as an opinion for possibly other lifetimes as well. This is where you now start to communicate about, yeah, the things that you maybe felt a few lifetimes ago that maybe, yeah, the infrastructure of that society at that time was not built to ensure that you could have a lasting conversation with someone who could make a change about that. This is now going to change. I see that now you're in a position here, Sagittarius, where you are returning to center clear throat chakra. I'm seeing the Devil card with the Father of Cups, Queen of Cups. You are here to make a change in terms of the stratosphere. It's not only that you now know and you are one with yourself on that, it's also so that you can pave the road more quickly, okay, than it is already to this point. In other words, you're a trailblazer, Sagittarius. The way that people can sort of honestly objectify their own reality as well. How can you help other people acknowledge the true chance, I'm hearing, chance that they can take on to live a life that is more loving towards themselves and their higher self. And so this is about your spirituality. It definitely is about giving back as well to the community that has helped you sort of be one with the change. And so what I'm seeing here for you in that message there is that it is really about transcendence. Okay, it is really, though, as well about understanding the societal space around your transcendence. Who really was there for you? Who are those people? What did they look like? And you'll be able to really know more clearly. Those are not real friends. We don't call those people friends back there. Those people, though, those are some friends. And yes, they are there. Okay, when it's cold outside, if it's freezing outside, we're standing there huddling around, keeping each other warm. I'm here in the name Avery. Makes me think of those little labels. Avery labels, yeah, whatever. Anyways, return to center to clear throat chakra, up the crown. I'm seeing something about like a marker, yeah. So, and then you have the other people, we'll call them people, we'll actually really call them entities, but yeah, the entities who suddenly are like, yeah, not feeling well, gotta go. Those are not friends, okay? Yeah, so some of you here, you're gonna realize that things really become clear once you get closer to, I'm hearing as well at the top, because you do have experiences that you can really sift through, right? Sometimes you just don't have, plain and simple, plain old plain, don't have those experiences that can help us really be able to qualify and quantify what's high quality versus low quality. What is, someone who has gone through similar and who I can kind of say, you know what, damn, you had that experience too? Wow. Yeah, so this is really about your network as well, Sagittarius, and I feel like you're just plain old, meeting people who are really worth your time and your energy. Let's get here a little further. Return to Sun and the Sacral. Very exciting. Okay, I feel like you've been doing a lot of sifting and clearing and deworming and debugging and purging and, getting rid of people who just do not see as well that you deserve what you've achieved. And so there'll always be those people. There'll always be those, oh, I don't think that is worth that much. Oh, why is that worth that? Why are you paying, why is she popular? All that bullshit, right? That will always be. You can't change people who are looking at other people from that vantage point of, I don't know that person, but I'm going to judge them, right? So it's a fact. It is a fact. I hear like that. It's a fact that you have up and you have down. So, but you're moving, right? Between lateral forces is what I hear. And you're moving longitudinally now. You are moving now to the point where you have ascended. Okay, you no longer deal with A and B and let's get, a working medium. I don't need to deal with the drama. I'm hearing that as well. Okay, let's clear and throat chakra. I don't need to debate. Left to right. I'm going up. Okay, so it's a different paradigm here when you start to really, and I see you in this quiet space. I see you just like, wow, you know what? This is what my higher self really is wanting to experience. So you're also realizing, where other people have possibly influenced, okay, or projected onto you what you were thinking you wanted in your life. It wasn't your story, though. I hear it like that. So we have the Nine of Cups, the Moon, and the Six of Wands, powerful transformation here. This is about you saying as well, like, I don't look back, okay, yeah. So, and pleasure is okay to experience, yeah. So some of you here, you're dealing with these narcissists, like people who literally were in the shadow of their Saturn. Understandably so. We're going through a hell of a lot of karma right now, right? And so people who are in the shadow are not looking pretty good. They're not looking pretty good. It's not looking good out there, and they're not looking pretty, and they're not looking good. So you pick an adjective, okay? Are you feeling good in your life? Okay, well, yeah, return it. It's not your problem, right? So people looking at you like, oh, like, yeah, look at you, we all create a reality. There's no such thing as a victim. So, and that's exactly why those people are experiencing what they're experiencing at this point, because they're not in, where's their genius? Everybody has their personal genius. So, but you have to clear the programming, the mantras that sit around your personal genius. I see also people who will want to be just like you, and then, they're not able to do what you do, obviously, because not two people are the same. So, and then they're getting upset at you, and they're getting triggered, and then they want to take you down. So, it's just very routine, though. This is routine. This is routine for some of you. When you come into wealth, when you come into fame, when you come into these different, I'm hearing lateral truces, it's like they don't even want to be just neutral with you. They want to fight you. They want some kind of argument. They're thriving off drama. With the Mother of Pentacles and the Magician, you are in another scale here. And it is the one that you set for yourself. And maybe, hey, in relation to Yeah, who you knew yourself to be back in the day, it's actually lower. Maybe now you're saying, you know what, my ideal is not way up there. I don't need to be that person. What was that about? Was it because I felt I needed to be similar maybe to another person in that tier? Is it something competitive? What's driving me? And now you're in this energy of flow and a least resistance, okay, we'll call it. You are not needing to manifest, and that is the most triggering thing of all. I see people here looking at you like, why is Sagittarius not, blood, sweat, and tears? This is just like really, really low vibrational, right? Those people who want to look at you like that, rather than, wow, congratulations, good job, like look at what you're doing for yourself. That, that is an indicator that someone is also available to appreciate the light. So, number one is in another, right? So, and that's how we aspire, right? So someone here is really taking a very low vibrational path towards trying to still be in your life, and they're trying to maybe, criticize you. Okay, maybe talk about you, gossip. So you just need to know, that this is part of, yet again, like the way that you're going to also manifest is that you come across people like this and you're able to further transcend. Everything is with meaning. Every person you meet in your life, there is a purpose to why that person has come into your life, whether they're irritating you, further empowering you, inspiring you, there's always a reason. So whoever this is though, and I feel like it is a sort of even conglomerate, it's a sort of coagulated entity of different conversations that really come down to the same nerve ending of, they don't want this to end with you, which is really selfish. And it's because they see what you're experiencing that will be really exciting for you. And that's what we'll say, that this is, that narcissistic entity. Let's just say it like this, Sagittarius, it comes down to them feeling like they cannot manifest that life that you're living for themselves. It's like they feel they're being left behind. And so that's their problem, though. It's their problem because it's their own challenge, and they're not overcoming it. They're not looking towards the light when it comes to that particular tunnel. And it's not a bad thing. It's just neutral. It's just the fact. It's the answers they took on the test, and it's how they will sort of be graded. It's just not good enough, right? So they will be left behind. They will be, but in their own life with themselves, and it has nothing to do with you. So this is where you have to sort of say, yes, what you see is a crown. Yes, it's sitting on my halo. That's right. I'm not who I am in this particular dimension only. I am acknowledging how it is that I manifest what I do, and not because I manifest that. I am a whole network of my conversation. And this is where you also step into that humble, right, of your craft. And that here is the contagion. And I feel like, whoever these people are, Sagittarius, they're really going to be, we'll go back to this sort of entity with the Mother of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and Reverse, and Nine of Wands, right? Like these, I'm sorry, but like these Debbie Downer energies, right? Like these people who, they just, like, again, they don't want to see that you have also hit these heights. And it's really not about, wow, look what she can afford now. Wow, look at how many followers she has. Now, and I'm saying she, it could be over gender. It's really not about gender. But yeah, the Magician and the Fool. It's like, look at everything that, wow, and it's not about that. It's about the fact that you are at a point where you receive that in return for the ascension that you have accomplished. That is really what the, let's go in the sacral, in the root chakra. It's really not about the third dimensional paradigm. That is the point here in the nucleus. It's like, oh, well, maybe I'll just like dress it down. Maybe I won't wear that really expensive coat around that one friend I got. It's not about that yet again. I'm saying paw prints. It's about how you are magical. And so we can't teach people to believe in themselves. We cannot teach people to be magical. Even if you have a Tony Robbins sitting in front of someone who just doesn't have, the capacity to take in. If somebody cannot see the sky, they cannot appreciate what it may look like, right? So this is where, if you are dealing with people who are troubling to you because they won't transcend with you, Spirit, really wants to say that this is because you are taught the lesson to also forgive them where they have not let go of their own karma. And because they are making trouble for you, it's true. I do see that, we cannot say that these people are not having an impact on you. We cannot say that this is not annoying or frustrating. But the thing here is that you let go of what it is that they want to obligate you to feel because of that, which they try to bring themselves to the point of saying about what you've done for yourself, how they want to be involved in your life and in your good karmic turn, says a lot about them, and you don't have to respond. I'm talking on the energy plane, right? You don't have to sort of engage in that energy sort of back and forth, and that's where you, again, say, I forgive what my transcendence means for others, and I will take that good karma. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. This is about you saying, I earned it. I deserve it. I don't feel bad. Okay? Some of you here, and we have to really hound this out, there are some bitter Bettys over here. There are some, I'm hearing negligent Nancys. There are some, talk to you later Toms who you told, I need boundaries. Don't call me back. I need space. All these types of return it down the back. Okay? I'm hearing something about MySpace. It could be on social media. You got all these like hecklers and these trolls and these stalkers, whatever that is for some of you, representing, okay, all of that is to sort of tell a story about also still where it is that you will go to. It's not, you ending your conversation at that point in time. And it's a really good sign, Sagittarius. Your guides want to say that, they're saying it again and again. This is ritual. This is routine. Like, this is a matter of you seeing how far you can continue to go, right? Sometimes the curse is so-called curse is sort of feeling like you're falling asleep in your glory. Okay, this is where this challenge will sort of stimulate you to continue to sort of see yet what can come of this of this name that you're creating for yourself. You will leave a legacy here, Sagittarius, with whatever it is that right now you are under fire with. Okay, I'm gonna say it like that. So it's a good sign. I hear it again like that. Keep saying it to yourself that you see yourself the way that you know yourself to be, but you continue to transform how it is that you will hit heights that sort of mirror that back for you in the 3D. So I do feel it has to do with your good karma, Sagittarius, and yes, your earnings and all of that good stuff. So yeah, this is let's click. No, man, you got a lot of, there are people looking at you, Sagittarius, oh yeah, they got like a big old glass eye turned your way, but it's all right. The Hangman in reverse. Again, Spirit saying, you'll always have those two poles. You'll have people and you'll have people, and then you'll have entities, and then you'll have higher beings. You'll have, people. So, but you're very protected, and there's obviously something that you are here to help emulate, and you're very controversial because you are here to empower ultimately other people to do the same for themselves in their own life and to be brave where you are currently, really being very brave. And Spirit wants to remind you that you're being brave and that it's not like, about, oh, this is not happening, like it's not a big deal, I'm all good. This is happening. There are people who are having trouble with, what it is you're talking about. I hear it again like that, what it is that you're talking about and where that's taking you. They do have trouble with that. And again, Spirit wants to say that is part of where you will continue to carve your name. Okay, so it's sort of like, it's a blessing, okay, to find these challenges. We have the Father of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Yeah, and this is also about karma from the end of these people who are targeting you, just to say it from a metaphysics standpoint, from matters of the occult. Okay, we'll say it. This person, whoever this is, they're going to have a serious downturn in whatever they're trying to get out of heckling you. So whoever this is looking at some pretty heavy duty backlash from spiritual teams, okay, who are overseeing these projects and these contracts. So, having targeted you was a major error, and it was something that I think that they would have, from a futuristic standpoint, loved to have not done. Okay, so it's not looking good on their record. It's one of those decisions where they were sort of like belligerent, sort of like, no, I wasn't thinking straight, like, why did I try to go in and heckle so-and-so, Sagittarius. Spirit is going to take this person pretty far off of the grid, and it's going to not only be far away from you, but it's also going to be far from whatever they thought that they were going to achieve by way of targeting you. So this is very ironic, the way this person's karma is going to take a turn. We have the Mother of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles of Brian. This sounds pretty pointed. It sounds like someone very particular who had their eye on you and not in a good way. So part of this is the test as well for Spirit to be able to tell. We talk about this all the time on this channel. You are, as a light worker, sort of an agent. So Spirit does use your presence on this plane to be able to sort of have a barometer, okay, for what is really going on this planet. And you are going to be a reflection point there. So when you come across people and people sort of, treating you sideways, okay, and sort of trying to lower your vibration ultimately, you're very protected, heavily wash over, and you're not just like suddenly coming across, return it to center clear throat chakra, someone who is also really horrible to you, however we want to call it. that's a very it's a surveilled and very much watched over interaction point. So you are very protected. Sagittarius spirit again wants you to know that you're at all times being watched over, and you're at all times being welcomed back home. Whatever interaction you have, you're never not home anymore. I hear it like that. So your guys are saying like this is partly for us to understand how far we need to go with this person, where we need to take them in relation to you. Hi Sagittarius, sorry about that, the phone cut. So yeah, we'll get back into it here. But basically, the consensus, more or less what we had there. We have the 2 8s and the 8 of cups, included there with the 4 of cups, 4 times 2, 8 as well with that 6 of cups. You have a very strong network on the astral. So yeah, just we're going to reiterate, you have a very, very intentional life path. And that means that a lot of entities on the other side are watching over how it goes down here, on this plane at this time. And just not random, not in the least. So let's get here a card for each of the days. I'm hearing Sky. Some of you, whoever this is, it can be a roommate. Oh, a roommate. Okay, that's just coming through. It can also, though, be a family member. Okay, so let's jump in. The Chariot. Wow. Yeah, so just, I'm just hearing you're going to be very successful at something. There's also someone here who you either have already met or you will meet. And I see that this is going to be... This is your happy place. Again, Sagittarius, like whatever this is, it's everything you've dreamed of. I'm hearing that song, because you're the one that I want. Da, 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 da. Woo, hoo, hoo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, this is your healing. Could be a water sign. Someone has a lot of, I am hearing Leo. They could be a Cancer for some of you. They are very, 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 oh, wow. For some of you here, like, idyllic. They're an idyllic partner. A lot of people who would look at this person would think, wow. They do imagine being with this person, like a lot of people do. Yeah, they could be quite oh wow, physically first of all, I just keep hearing you're ideal. So it's personal to you, like whatever that is to you. But yeah, this person for some of you could be very religious. Some of you here, they are sort of embodying this Father of Pentacles, Father of Cups. Some of you are going to have a child with this person. Not yet, but that's like way down the line is what I'm seeing. This person could be a water sign, but they could also have a lot of earth. They could have this really strong Capricornian energy. We are also seeing, and I do see this is the person that you will spend your life with. We see that Mother of Pentacles in reverse sitting up top, that Father of Pentacles upright. I'm hearing they make you really happy. This person could have a lot of Capricorn, Cancer, some Aquarius, some Aries, Scorpio. Sagittarius can be your energy. Yeah, one of you could be really strong Sag and the other really strong Scorpio. Like a lot of Scorpio. Or there's just this really strong Scorpio energy sitting around you and them. Maybe it starts out as a private relationship. I see that this will hit a height in November. So, right now we're filming this in October, and the reads do resonate over time. I see that if you happen, I'm hearing mirroring this person. There's a point where it just sort of hits that perfect shot, and you know it. It's like, that's it, right there. And I see you just like taking the picture, something like that. Where, you're lining it up and then it's just the perfect shot. I just hear it like that. So there's something here that, on the metaphorical level, you're going to commit to with the Father of Pentacles and the Devil and the death card in reverse. I see that this is also homecoming. This is someone you're going to reunite with. And it's because you say, I am ready. I'm going to admit myself into this energy space alongside this person. And it's, let's clear it down the right side body, up at the crown. Yeah, there's someone who... This person is very, the way you know who they are is they're very negative. And that's one person you would say, wow, they're always really negative. I'm seeing a big paper brown box here. This person, though, it's beyond negative. They are trying to thwart, your dreams, ultimately. And they're sort of making you feel that you don't deserve to dream of what you do. That return it Let's clear it, third eye, that you don't have what it takes to live that life that makes you happy. This is a body of thought as well, it can be, and you're going to supersede it. So I'm hearing Sagittarius, Pisces I'm hearing as well. Let's claim the crown. Some of you, this is something you have achieved, and it's so controversial because it has defied the algorithm that many have set forward to be the over-presiding truth. And they have no conversation. At this point in time, in your industry, one, but two with you, especially number two. But really, number one, this person here, I feel, let me say it like this, is like they were lying to you about why they really cared about whatever you were conversing about. I feel with another person, it sounds possibly like an ex. So, could be past life as well. We'll see you in the next video. So, cheers, love and light to you guys. Bye.